What is up, friends? Thank you guys all oh so very much for clicking on this video. In this video, we are going to be making edible cake batter. That is correct, edible cake batter. There's edible cookie dough. There's edible brownie batter. Today, we're going to be making edible cake batter. Great for the holidays. As the time recording this video, it is the kickoff of the holiday season. Oh, yes, it is. So I figured this would be a great, affordable alternative for gifts, something that you guys can make, and it won't break the bank to do it. So that is what we're going to be creating today. As you guys know, if you've been here for a good while, you know I love making stuff and finding new alternative purposes for cake mix. I have made a cake mix cheesecake using the cake mix for the filling and the crust. I have made tons of different cake mix cookies. I've done all kinds of things with cake mix. So one thing I also do want to say as a disclaimer, there has been many recipes out there using like a cake. You can make a cake mix dip. You can make cake mix like cake pops just with the dry cake mix and cream cheese. I have actually done this before. But one thing that I do need to stress and that I didn't think about before is that you need to bake and cook your dry cake mix, because dry cake mix can make you very sick. And I've noticed that a lot of recipes, they don't tell you that. And I didn't even think about doing that in my last video because I just thought it was common sense. But I guess a lot of people don't know. So I want to stress this enough as a disclaimer. If you see me using any kind of dry cake mix, please know that I have cooked it. You can either put it in a bowl and cook it in the microwave for 2 minutes, or bake it in the oven at 350, 375 for 5 to 7 minutes. I usually do mine at 350 for like 7 or so minutes. Sometimes I take a fork and I just kind of like swoosh it around just to make sure it's cooked all the way through, because flour does have certain bacterias and stuff like that in it. Raw flour cake mix is raw. It is not cooked. So please, 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 if you make any kind of dry cake mix recipes, anything, please, please, please cook your cake mix. Just heat it up, kill any of the bacteria in it, and that's it, okay? Just please do that, because Ray ain't making y'all sick. So anyway, you will see me do that in this video as well. But yes, so we are going to be making edible cake batter. They're gonna be like a cake pop consistency, kind of, sort of. I'm gonna do some little different things with it. So on that note, my friends, let's get this video underway. Okay, so I added some powdered sugar into it, and as you saw, I added some milk. You just add until you're at the texture and consistency that you like. I think this is pretty good. Also, at this stage, now this is pretty warm. You have to figure the cake mix is still warm from coming out of the oven, and you have your softened butter in here, your melted butter. At this stage, you can definitely add white chocolate and then mix that in. Some chocolate chips are gonna melt. If you don't want them to melt, wait till it cools down a little bit and then add some more, but that would give it a nice texture. Now, the batter can be a little bitter. Not bitter, it's like sweet, but it's still like very floury kind of tasting a little bit. So you add the powdered sugar in for some sweetness. You can add whatever extracts you want in here. And then of course you add your milk. I used a little bit of half and half and just kept pouring it in. I would like to take a little taste. Here is the texture. There's the texture. Let's have a little taste. Oh yeah, that's very delicious. It definitely tastes like, it kind of tastes like a sugar cookie, to be completely honest. Okay. So now we're gonna add, like I said, you can add your chocolate chips, but I'm gonna add some festive sprinkles. Okay, so the next part, I have a Christmas cake mold. Why? Because I can't find these damn Christmas cakes anywhere right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator and let it chill down. I'm gonna melt some white chocolate. We're gonna stuff this in there and we're gonna make our own edible cake batter Christmas cake. Bam. So I remembered I had this Christmas cake pop mold, so I was just playing with it just to see how the shapes would actually come out using this. Now I think if I added more milk to this mixture or even some more butter, it would be more smooth. This was a little dry, it was a little crumbly. It was still really good, but I think the best time to use the mold if you wanted to was before you refrigerated the mixture, because I did put mine in the refrigerator and the cake batter does get very hard. So I had to use the heat from my hands to warm it up. But I mean, I think they came out, the Christmas trees came out the best. I wish the presents came out a little bit better, but the Christmas trees worked the best. Alrighty friends, so here is our Christmas tree cake pop. I used an edible marker first, but it wasn't as bright as I wanted it, so I actually just took some oil-based food coloring and painted it. They're probably still wet. See, it's still wet. It takes a little bit longer for the oil base to dry, but I painted it with some oil-based food coloring. And then as you saw in my video, I was just playing around with the dough in some molds, and then I just ended up rolling them out. I think the best way, if you want the molds to work, I know there are tons of cake pop molds. The cake pop mold that I was using, I got at Walmart some odd years ago. I don't know if they will ever bring it back, but I think you should do it while the mixture is still warm to get that nice smooth, because when you do set the mixture in the refrigerator, it does get hard. It's very crumbly, and you really need to like warm it with your body heat to roll it, because they do harden back up from the butter. But yeah, so there is, like I said, our Christmas tree is very thick. So if you just want to give one treat, this would probably be one treat with the white chocolate and the cake batter. So, all right, friends, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments. I will try to find a link for the Christmas tree mold, and I will link it down below. I believe I got it from Temu. So yeah, so please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, please be kind, because you don't know what kind of battle someone's going through, so don't be a dick. All right, friends, I will see you guys in the next one. And if you're watching this during holiday time, happy holidays.